Welcome to yet another old Git's workshop. I've got 3 clarinet mouthpieces here. This one was £75, this one was £20, and this one cut in half was £3. They all look the same from the outside, and they all played, although there's difference in sound between them. So I've cut one in half because if they're the same on the outside, you must be paying for something on the inside, and yet there's nothing inside. The quality of the sound is dependent upon the shape of the inside. Now I've been looking at Theo Wan website, W-A-N-N-E. He makes mouthpieces for saxophones in brass, and he charges £800 or thereabouts. Now his website also contains a lot of information in diagrammatic form of the effects of the different shapes inside the mouthpiece have on the sound quality at the other end. So I rather fancied the idea of making a brass mouthpiece for my clarinet. Don't seem to be able to buy one, I've never seen one, and I've no doubt it'll be very heavy, and after all, why would you want to make a metal mouthpiece to go on a wooden instrument? Anyway, I thought I'd have a go at making one because I can try out some of the different effects, sizes and shapes and so on that he's got on his website. I know it's going to be heavy, and here's the lump of brass I'm going to make it from. It's 30mm diameter, so I've got to turn it down to the outside, which is 28, and we'll go from there. See you later. Okay, I've already centered it, faced it off, centered it, and drilled it with a pilot hole to bore out the center part, which has got to be 15mm, and this is a 14mm blacksmith drill. Okay, that's the 15mm depth. Now I'll measure it, but to take it up to 15mm, rather than use a drill, it's got to be more accurate, so I'll be boring it. Okay, I'm using one of these to find the bore diameter. And that fits quite well. and that's fractionally over the 14 mil, 14.03. So we'll take about a millimetre off. Now bear in mind that this is an imperial machine, so all the measurements have to be converted, but millimetre is about 40 thou. So I'll take off less because it's just under 40 thou, so I would be taking 2 or 3 cuts. That's a bit jerky, so I'm going to feed it in, give it a fine feed. Right, the automatic feed now, stop all that jerking. .85. Okay, it's about 0.5 of a millimetre, 0.05 millimetre, 5 thou. Now let's do to cut off. I've used this ridging tool to define the exact edges, and I'll now clear out the piece in between with a parting off tool. That's the easiest way to get a flat surface in between. Okay, that'll do, I think. All it left now to do is to part off. Turn the speed down just a bit to about 450. Had to turn it round, obviously not enough to hold on. second. And the reason why I'll be obvious in a minute or two. Right. I now have to turn a taper, and I've got to find a way of holding it. That you can't put that in the chuck, it would damage it anyway, and there's not enough. So what I got to do now is to make a mandrel which will fit inside there, so that can hold it in the lathe like so. And then on this end I shall be using a running centre to support the weight. So I'll have to make the mandrel now.